Hello, my babies.
Hello, girls and
Hello, good boys and girls. Hello, chulos and chulas. Hello, qué rayos. Son tostadas. We brought them back from church right now.
got some tootsies too.
Tootsie Roll, no.
Mom tootsie.
Tenemos pan. So I made frijoles charros yesterday, and they were for church. Today they took a lot of salads and pizza. Ay, la chicken salad estaba riquísima, ¿verdad?
But warm. That's how I like to eat salads like that warm.
She had probably just made it.
You want a tootsie roll, Jen?
We're watching Gracie's Choice on Tubi.
Picture yourself eating a tootsie roll.
I lost my nail at church. But I got it in mixed nothing or nothing, you know. Okay, so yeah, I told the girls go back to church and get the. I left. Where's the aceite and the cafe, mama?
It's in there.
Okay. A coffee that I had at church, a little fresquito. I just had a little bit left. But I don't have no more coffee here at the house. So like you guys, so we just got back from church right now. Our main pastor went, and our pastora, she sang. She's a Pati Roybal. If anybody knows her, she comes out in Manantial, and she sings. Sí, mija, en el canal cristiano, en la estación cristiana en radio. Esta canción que dice Te extrañé. Se llama Te extrañé. Búsquenla. Es el momento en que mi vida. Ay, está bien hermosa esa vida.
Stop it, leave it alone.
So, I don't. Ever since they came back to church, you know, but they're still living Odessa. They're just coming like every other week.
Freaking snacks.
Sunday.
I didn't think you were mom.
I've been wanting her to sing.
Oh
my God, the first day when she got back from. No, no. Ya ves que se te ven bonitos esos.
Yeah, I wanted to try on the ones I wanted, but they don't fit me yet.
What do you mean, white ones?
I have a lot of white ones upstairs.
I know, I bought them all for you. And there was one pair that was a little bit bigger, and it fit you big, and that's why I told you, let me keep that one, but I don't know where it is. Oh, it's probably up there with all the pants, huh? If you find a white one that fits you really baggy, then send that one to me.
Yeah. These are stretchy.
Yeah, they would fit me, but...
I have to wear black pants under them because they're see-through.
No, you can wear a white underwear. Just wear white underwear. I don't know. Unfortunately, guys, let me tell you something, and it's true, okay? Déjame bajarle así. Gracie's Choice is a badass movie. You guys ought to watch it. Okay? Do you see how I'm dressed right now? This is how I went to church. I don't show cleavage anymore at church. I used to. I didn't care. I in my mindset, I was like, you shouldn't dress like that, que la chingada. My mindset was like, don't be fucking looking at me. You know, if I go to church, it's because I want to go to church. I want to praise God and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it doesn't matter how I go. God accepts me the way I am. But you know what? It just takes God to work with you. And God finally said, well, He has been talking to me right now that I have this foot injury. You can learn to hear the voice of the Lord if you want to, if you ask Him for it with all your heart. And He is the one that told me. Start covering up. Let me tell you something. Before. And I've been in church for many years. But even maybe 3 years ago or 4. Yes, I know, but remember, I always had skirts because I love skirts and dresses, and they're a little bit short, but I would wear thongs underwear. ¿Te acuerdas? No, because en Temblor la Avanza pues estaba bien gordita, nomás tenía una triste tanga, ¿cómo me le iba a poner? Pero cuando adelgacé, yo empecé a usar pura tanga, yo me creía la más guapa del mundo. Y no es así porque ahorita estoy bien gordis, ahorita estoy pesando como 220. And the lowest, whenever I lost all my weight, I went down to like 172. I would love to go down to that weight. And that weight, my face looks way skinnier. My arms are not as big. See all this fatty 4x4 can't get through the goddamn door? I'm not even wearing my fajas no more because they're too tight. Before, even though I was getting chubbier, I wanted it to look with my faja, with my waist trainer, would also squish in your waist so it would look smaller. So you couldn't see these jellybeans. At least I look straight, but I didn't look like this. Right now I look like a cupcake. Así, bien llena de frosting. So I don't want to wear that in. I don't wear them now. I just say I'm fat, fuck it. But I need to lose weight because I need to control my sugar and I need to control my eating habits. So we just ate at church, but I ate a salad that one of our sisters took. I took the beans, but I didn't eat any. I just ate my salad because I'm hungry. Hello. So, thank God she saved me a piece of pizza. Which I shouldn't be eating, but this is a big step for me to eat one slice instead of 3 or 4. It's very hard to stay away from bread, especially from bread and from tortillas, especially when you're so used to it. Like right now, I told the girls, there's one bag of tostada chips left. Go get it from church. So she brought it. Ya no estaba nadie ahí. Okay. Raquelito, if you're watching, shout out to you. The girls went right now to church and picked up my oil and my coffee, un cafecito chiquito que quedaba. Y se traían unas tostadas, okay, just so you know. So nobody says like, hey, it's like girls in church. What are they doing? I have a lot of stuff there. In one of our refrigerators, I have a big rack of ribs in one big giant bag, and then another giant bag of ribs, and we still haven't done them. Yeah. And I have I think, or did we bring them back already? The seafood medleys? They're here, huh?
Yeah, they're here.
Oh, they're here, sorry. Vale, nomás que haga dinero para comprar un botecito de chipotle para hacerles el caldito a los boys. Or maybe for Father's Day, huh? Oh, okay. I got bad news. I forgot to tell you because I was deleting some pictures right now. But, my ex-boyfriend, Alfredo, I was with him on and off for 4 years, and then 2 years ago we had been separated, but he finally passed away Wednesday. We've been waiting for him. His family been waiting for him to pass away for a long time. This is actually like a living miracle still. And he passed away of cirrhosis. So his mom calls me a couple of days ago and told me that Wednesday morning he passed. They had gone to the hospital. And I am going to say names. They took him to Las Palmas and he wasn't treated well there. So he told his mom, I don't want to be here. Take me out of here. Take me to Providence. So they went to Providence and then they told him. They told him as soon as they walked in. You know what? They just mistreated us over there at Palmas. My son needs help and he's really sick right now. So they took him in immediately. Immediately they drained him because he had cirrhosis. His stomach was really inflated already. So they immediately took him in and drained him, and then he was stable and he was doing okay, and then all of a sudden he had like a seizure that made him have I imagine a heart attack after the seizure. Y pues ya se quedó con el seizure y se murió. Que Dios lo tenga en su santa gloria. You know what, guys? We were on and off for 4 years, but when he would introduce me, he would always say that I was his wife. My kids loved him. My kids called him Daddy Alfredo. In the last 2 years, it was a little bit rocky, but because he was sick and a lot of things that came with that, with this sickness, were part of why we would separate and go back, break up and go back. But he loved me very much, and I loved him very much. And whenever he was fine and lucid, he would call me and or text me or we'd talk. And there were some days when I shit you not, he would talk to me like if it was just yesterday, like if we were still together. I could hear like certain things he'd say, like if it was yesterday, And I was like, what? I know that I was his last woman and he was my last man. I haven't had anybody after him. I dated one more guy, but we didn't sleep together after him. I'm not lying. And this was before 2 years ago. But, physically, well, just him, Alfredo. And so, yeah, he passed away. He was suffering already too much. He was in a lot of pain. And then his stomach would bloat. And then his privates would bloat. His thighs, his legs, his arms, his hands. His one butt cheek once was really big. And then I told him about it, and he goes, pues si tú dices. And I told him, don't you feel it? Look, put your hand right here. And I made him touch him. And he just went like that. It feels like your ass. And I was like, but one thing I'll never forget is how funny he was, always making everybody laugh. He was like me, exactly like me. That's what one of my friends told me, one of my neighbors. She was like, when she met him and she talked to him, she was like, God damn, in Spanish, God damn, Mama, this vato is you, but in a man, is you. Oh my God, it's just you. We're so perfect together. And yeah, I mean, I loved my husband more, right? Because we were together 16, 17 years. Pero, whatever I had with Alfredo was very beautiful also. It was very nice because he was also my dancing partner. We'd go to dance every week, every Sunday. We were at the club, at that little bar where we went. Because only on Sundays they had the DJ guy. They're playing, and we would go dance. And there was days, I shit you not, that we would walk in, and as soon as we walk in, we'd walk in dancing. And we were silly. They knew us as a silly couple there. Muy bien payasos. And we would dance. We would also dance sometimes. Sometimes we both go like this. It was funny. I know, okay, funny. He would throw himself on the floor so I could dance over him like this. Oh, no. And one time when I went down, bust. And pacatelas. And then after that, he went to the bathroom. And then when he comes out, he told me, you made me bleed from my nose. And I told him, ¿qué? Dice, entonces en mi nariz. And I was like, ándale, keep telling me to bounce on your face. I know, we had a lot of fun. So did my daughter, because we used to take her with us, my oldest Samantha. Es que, I don't know, que cabe, pues, he was very good to us. But like I said, in the end, because he was sicky, he would not take his medication. Or he wouldn't go to the doctor. I would get so mad at him. And some type of ammonia would build up and go through his brain with cirrhosis, and it would make him repeat himself. He would say something and then he'd say it again. Or he'd tell you a story that he already told you but change it a little bit. Just really weird stuff. Sometimes he'd say things that wouldn't make sense. Or do things. Check this out. And boy was he jealous. Ay, mi amor. One time when I met him, he already had cirrhosis and I didn't even know it. I didn't know it. I didn't ever saw his stomach bloating or nothing until, you know, 3 years ago. But he would stay the night with me every night. Practically live with me. Oh. Well, one time I went to pee in the middle of the night. It was my bedroom, the master bedroom, and then like maybe 10 feet to go to the restroom. And he tells me, I hear you texting in there. And then I said, what? I can hear you texting. And I was like, Steve, ¿tú qué traes? ¿Cómo que me oye texting? And when I come out of the bathroom, I turn on the light in the room. And I point right next to his head was my nightstand, and I had my phone charging. My phone was charging right next to him. So I said, so I said, ¿qué traes, cabrón? Mira, ahí está el phone encima. ¿Cómo que you hear me texting? And then he just made this face like, I didn't say nothing. What is it? But yeah, he what are your things? Or we would go dancing and he would tell me, I can see her through the mirror. Who are you looking at? When we'd be dancing. And I don't start, Alfredo, don't start. And I wasn't looking at anybody. I always looked that way because I would sit over here and then the music DJ was over there. About 50 feet over there. You know, playing his music. No, no mames, estoy viendo a Rigo, ¿no estás viendo? Que oye, Rigo. And he knew, like, put the next song that I liked. But he really, nobody would ask for songs, really. He just me and him, because me and him were the ones that danced. And he always danced to it. Everybody would come dance to. Nobody, they would be embarrassed to open the floor. You know what I mean? Too loud. My beans are already probably cold. I have a little cut right there when I was opening a can. It bled a lot, and that was like 3 days ago. I'm eating like this with my spoon, my finger out. Mm-hmm.
Get undressed, put your bags on the counter. I put all your stuff in paper bags. Get everything back when you check out. This is for your hair, lice. You don't have lice. I'm gonna watch you, doctor. Scrub, or I'm gonna do it for you. Hit the showers.
Excuse me, guys. No burping. No barking, baby. Oh, I don't have the rights to anything you hear in the background music or from the movie or whatever. It's called Gracious Choice. It don't have no songs in there. But just in case I feel like singing to you guys. No parking on the dance floor. Ay, chiquitito, mango, chapoca. You know what, guys? I think I'm never gonna again. Like, for real? Like, I'm not even like, I've told you guys before, I don't even crave it or nothing. I'm silly because I'm silly. I'm asking God to change me and take away this silliness. I don't want to be silly or nasty and perverted the way I always am anymore. I don't want to. Because then I don't want people to say, really, you go to church and you do this and you do that? I want people to say, oh my God, I knew her. She used to do this and that and this. They could say that I did in my past, but not now. You know what I mean? Not now. Or ever again. My stomach's hurting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, because of the soda. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, baby bubba. Oh, this is this. Look. Jesus Christ, I think I've had them in my thing for over a year. All these, remember, I used to buy these sugar-free. 0. And I found them in my other purse. Because I finally switched purses. Because I don't wear purses no more. I don't use the purse. Está agarrando bien suave. Ay, girl fight, girl fight. Let me put this here so you guys can. So I put. Mine has turkey bacon. But it does have weenie, and that's made with a little bit of pork. And it does have sausages. These are the weenie. It doesn't have chicharrones, but it has onion. I'm like uno que otro chicharrón, uno que otro. It's because I bandaged my finger up when I was bleeding so much. Because you know how I bleeds. That's right, I bleed all over. So I bandaged it up. Then like the next, after 24 hours, I took it off. And then the other night, I guess I was asleep, and I don't know how I must have heard it, but it was bleeding all night. Not all night, but went to the restroom, and I was like, Drips, is that you all over me? I told my girls that if somebody had taken the tostadas to stop at the sheriff's safe, at the grocery store and get me this bag of tostadas with the brand Primera. And they said I didn't have no more money in my wallet. I should have. Anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna let you go because I'm talking about a mixing me sad. I just try not to show it, but I'm very, very hurt, very depressed. More because I told him so many times. I promise you that God can give you at least 10 more years of life if you just go back to church with me. Back to church with me, and I'll be the one. I'll make sure you go to the doctor. I'll make sure that you take your pills and shit. And he don't want to listen to me. He was very hard-headed, very bullheaded, as men usually are. His thing was always like, fuck it, I don't care. Fuck it, I don't care. But, he did receive God in his heart. He received Jesus as his personal savior. He invited him to live in his heart, and he did that in my church more than once. So he accepted Jesus Christ, and that's, you can't get to heaven without going through Jesus himself. And if you don't believe me, look for it in the Bible. That's the only way to get to heaven. You have to go through Jesus' heart, Jesus Christ. Bendito Dios. So I know that he's gonna be okay. And he's not suffering no more, Pobrecito. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because I don't feel all that chipper, But I hadn't mukbanged in over a week, I think. Thanks for being here, guys. I love you very much. Oh no, don't abre tu cola, mira. Se va a empezar aquí a que abre tu cola. Abre la tuya, mira. Ahí los dejo porque estaba empezada de cochina. Titties! Bye, guys. Love you.